Hi, I'm Briana with High Country Yoga. In the world we live in today, it seems that our minds are going a mile a minute, and we're either stuck in past experiences or future endeavors, and we're never actually living in the present moment. I can see this in my students when they walk into class all frazzled from their day, and it's amazing to see the energy transformation that they have from the beginning of class to the end. Their calm presence is super close to my heart whenever we leave the room. So today, I'd like to focus our practice on present moment awareness. The key to connecting to the present moment is to connect to the breath. So that's what we're going to practice today, connecting our movements to our breath. Our movements are going to be simple, but they will be very heating for the body. So get ready for an active practice. Let's get started. So go ahead and find a nice, comfortable seated position on your mat. You can cross your legs or you can extend your legs if that feels more comfortable. And take your palms to face down on your knees as a gesture of grounding. And we'll close our eyes. Let's welcome ourselves into this space with one deep breath in through the nose. And let's let it out of our mouth. Sitting up nice and tall, as though a string is pulling the crown of your head up towards the sky. And relax the shoulders down and back, away from the ears, softening the hips into the mat. Our intention for today's class is being present. Remind yourself that it's okay to be here right now. You might have a lot of things on your to-do list or things running around in your mind. But we're going to work on being settled here by connecting our movement to our breath. So we'll start with a simple movement. On the inhale, we're going to sweep the hands out and up for the sky. And on the exhale, gather the palms together and down in front of your heart. Again, deep inhale in through the nose, reaching the hands out and up. And palms touch, exhale, hands drip down in front of the heart. We move slowly with the breath, 2 more times through. And one more time. Remember, you are an expression of your breath. And as you've made it with hands to heart center, let's bow the chin down and towards the chest, reminding yourself of your value and experiencing gratitude for this moment. Gently blink open your eyes, and we're going to make our way into tabletop position, aligning the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders. And make sure to spread your fingers wide into the mat to protect your wrists. As you inhale, you're going to drop your belly down and reach your chest forwards, pull the shoulders back. This is cow. And on the exhale, we're going to round the back body up towards the sky. Drop the head down, coming into cat. On the inhale, peeling your belly down, reaching your heart forwards into cow. And on the exhale, rounding your spine up towards the sky, dropping your head down for cat. 2 more times. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. One more, matching the speed of your movement to the speed of your breath. Making it feel really good. Coming back into tabletop position with a neutral spine. Good job. We're going to curl the toes under now and lift the knees and the hips, making our way into downward facing dog. So working on pressing your chest back towards your thighs. The first dog can be a little bit tight, so we're going to loosen it up. As we inhale, we're going to lift up towards the tippy toes. And as we exhale, we'll bend the right knee and sink the left heel down towards the mat. Inhale, tippy toes, legs extended. And exhale, bend the left knee, sink the right heel down towards the mat. And continue this with your breath. Inhaling, tippy toes. And exhale, change. You'll start to notice the arms becoming really warm since they're holding up all of your body weight. So good job as you're starting to build heat in the body. Now let's rise up onto tippy toes and soften the knees a little bit. Press the heart space back as you soften the heels towards the ground. It's okay if they don't touch. One more warming movement on the inhale. We're coming forwards into plank, so stacking shoulders over wrists, extending the spine long. And on the exhale, pulling the hips up and back, downward dog. Make sure to keep the knees soft so that the hamstrings don't overstretch. 3 more, inhaling, coming forwards into plank. It's the top of a push-up. And exhale, using your belly muscles to pull your hips up and back. Full, complete movements, 2 more times. And last round. And we'll take rest, lowering the knees into the mat a little bit wider than the hips, bringing the big toes together to touch, and sitting back on towards the heels for child's pose, resting your forehead into the mat. This is a resting pose. Thank goodness, right? We've already done a lot of work here on the mat, so good job. As you allow your body to rest in this posture, start to breathe in deeply through your nose and feel your back ribs expanding on your breath. And as you exhale out of your nose, feel your spine settling into length. On your inhale, feeling that expanding quality of the breath. And on the exhale, feeling a wave of relaxation washing over your body. One more breath here and rest. And if you need more time here, feel free to take it. When you're ready, we'll inhale, rise up all 4s. And exhale, make our way back into downward facing dog. The next part of the practice gets pretty fiery, so get ready. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up, finding 3-legged dog. And on the exhale, we'll curl the right knee in towards the nose and round the upper back, coming into cheetah. Inhale, rise the right leg up for the sky. And exhale, curl in cheetah. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl in. Really puff up your back vertebrae like a cheetah would. Last one, inhale, lift. And on this one, we're going to exhale to step the foot between the 2 hands. If it doesn't make it, you can pick it up and help it out. We'll begin by lowering the back knee down behind the hips and uncurl the back toes. Some of you might stay right here. If you'd like a little bit more for your hips, you can climb your hands up onto your thigh, or for the most, you can reach your hands up for the sky, palms facing each other. Wherever you are, relax the shoulders down away from the ears and lift tall through the heart. And take a breath into the hips. Feels like someone just lit a fire in my hips. Inhale, maybe even look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take the hands down to frame the right foot. And we're going to pop on up to tented fingers, Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee off of the mat for runner's lunge. Really lift the back knee and engage the back leg. As you sink the hips down and reach the chest forwards, pull the shoulders back. Feel the stretch in the front of your left thigh. Take a breath. Now, ground the left hand to the left side of your mat and press your right hand into the top of your right thigh. Push straight down to turn your chest open towards the right side. You can stay here. If it becomes too much, feel free to lower your back knee down into the ground. Or if it feels good and you want a little bit more, reach the right hand up and open up the wingspan, open up the chest towards the sky. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, hands come back down into the mat, and we step back into downward facing dog. Don't worry if it's not super smooth. Let your head hang heavy, perhaps pedal out the legs a couple of times. Finding home base here in downward facing dog. So as you can see, that was definitely a warming motion. We're going to do the other side before cooling down. So on the inhale, we'll lift the left leg high for three-legged dog. And on the exhale, we'll curl that left knee in towards the nose. Make a rainbow shape from your back foot to your head. Inhale, lift high, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl in, cheetah pose. 2 more. Last one. Woohoo, feeling good. On this last one, we're gonna step the foot between the 2 hands. If it doesn't make it, pick it up, help it out. As it makes it there, drop your back knee down and uncurl the back toes. You can stay low here, or if you want more for the hips, add your body weight into it. Climb your hands up onto your left thigh. Stay here, or you can bring those arms up as we did on the first side. Palms face each other. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, settling into the hips, but make sure you're not settling into your lower back. So we want to feel a little lift in and up through the core. Take a breath. Inhale, we'll look up if you like. And as you exhale, we take the hands down to frame the left foot and come onto those tented fingers again, curling the back toes under, lifting the back knee off the mat. As the back knee lifts, really feel that engagement in the back thigh as you sink the hips down and reach the heart forwards. Take a breath. We'll plant the right hand down into the right side of the mat and climb the left hand on top of the left thigh. We're going to push down into that left thigh to help twist the chest open to the left side. And you can stay here or remember your modifications. If you like your back knee down, this gives you a different sensation in the hips. Or with your back knee up, you're welcome to reach the left hand up for the sky, opening up your wingspan. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the left hand down, and 1 step or 25 million takes the left foot back into downward facing dog. So notice your downward dog. Notice how maybe it feels a little bit warmer or a little bit more comfortable as compared to the first one that you did. We're going to start to make our way down in towards the mat. So we'll lower the knees in towards the ground. And you can just sweep your feet out to the side so you can sit down and get the legs out in front of you. We'll make our way into the center of the mat and bring the feet together, holding the knees with the hands. Seated cow and cat. On the inhale, we're going to open the knees and lift the heart space up. And on the exhale, close the knees, extend the arms leaning back, rounding chin to chest. 2 more. Inhale, seated cow, opening the heart up for the sky. And exhale, cat. Round and curl the back spine, drop the head. Last one, inhale, peel your body open. And on this last one, we're gonna exhale, climb the hands down the thighs, and roll all the way into the mat. As you've made it down, let's bring our feet together and open the knees wide, coming into bound angle on your back. And we'll rest one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart. Make sure that the elbows are rested into the mat. And close your eyes. If this shape is uncomfortable for your body, you are welcome to bring your knees together and wiggle your feet wide. So make sure that the lower back and the hips are happy here. You don't want to be distracted by your body, or else you won't be able to enjoy the benefits of this relaxation and breath. So feel your body start to melt into this shape, into the earth. Let go of any physical tension you may be holding on to from the practice or from the day. Just as we reminded ourselves at the beginning of this practice, reminding yourself again that it is okay to be here with yourself on the mat. Our mind is always overactive and it thinks it needs to be doing a million things at one time. So tell yourself, just a few more minutes here in stillness, re-cleansing and replenishing more mental clarity for the rest of your day. We'll work on a 3-part breath. So as you inhale through your nose, feel the breath expanding the chest, the ribs, and then the belly. And as you exhale the breath, release it from the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Again, deep inhale into chest, ribs, belly. Exhale out of belly, ribs, chest. 2 more. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And last one. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Notice how you feel. We're going to take our hands and use our hands to close our knees up like a book. And then extending the legs long onto your mat, one at a time. You can have your feet about the width of the mat and just let the feet flop open. And take your palms to face up on the ground beside your mat. You can wiggle or tuck the shoulder blades underneath your body. And make sure that the chin is a little bit tucked too, so the back of your neck is long. This is corpse pose. We'll be here for just a couple of minutes. So make sure that you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you are welcome to bend those knees again with the feet wide and the knees together to touch. Hopefully, throughout the practice, the movements helped you to stay present. We offer so many detailed connections to the breath with the practice on the mat that it leaves little room for the mind to wander off into other thought. Other thought is usually based on past experiences or future endeavors. So when we tune into the breath, we find that we've really landed at home in ourselves. When we feel connected inwards, we're able to share our best self or our most authentic self with those that we come into contact with. And this is the true yoga. just using the poses on the mat to help you turn inwards, rediscover yourself, and share that connection with everybody else. So notice the presence of your body, your mind, your energy, your spirit here as you lie on the mat. Thank your body for all that it does for you every day. Knowing that if this practice today was challenging or if this practice today was easy for you, none of these things really matter. What matters is that you showed up for yourself. And along the way, you found gratitude for this body that does so much. And when we can feel more comfortable in this body, we feel more comfortable with who we really are. Yoga means union, uniting yourself to your highest self. Feel that connection as you take a couple more breaths in Shavasana, or final relaxation. As you're ready, we'll begin to reawaken, but we don't want to reawaken too quickly or we'll disturb the peace. So take your time to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bringing this body back to life. You can start to roll out your wrists and your ankles. And then reaching the arms up and back over your head. And walking the feet together as your legs remain long, taking a full body stretch like you just awoke from a deep nap. And then we'll bend our knees, walking our feet onto the mat. And roll over onto your right side. You can use your right arm as a pillow and bring your left hand to the ground in front of your heart, palm facing down. Resting here and noticing where your energy is at. Instead of feeling anxious for the rest of the day or evening, find yourself right here in this moment. Using as little energy as you can extend the top leg, press into the hands, and start to come back into that comfortable seat that we started our practice in today. As you've made your way there, take your palms to face down on your knees, and keeping your eyes gently closed. Noticing how you feel now as compared to the beginning of practice. And for one more time together, we'll take that deep breath in and reach the hands out and up for the sky. And as you exhale, release the hands down in front of your heart. Bowing your chin down and towards your chest. Reconnecting with that sense of value that we all offer, that peace that's inside of us, that we use the yoga to connect to. When we connect to ourselves, we can much more easily connect to everybody else that we come into contact with. So thanking yourself for taking this time out of your day to heal and harmonize your body and your being. With chin bowed down and towards the chest. The light in me sees and respects the same light that's inside of you. Namaste, y'all.